Hi everyone, back to Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with a video about a player signing for Newcastle. My God, it seems like ages since I've done one of these videos. That's because it has been. Newcastle United have finally solved the centre-back problem by signing this fella, Malick Thiaw from AC Milan, 24-year-old German international, long-term target of Eddie Howe. This comes quickly after apparently Andy Howe was almost not removed of his duties, but kind of moved on to something else. And Steve Nixon took control of transfers. Really interesting this because now Thiaw's through the door and it looks very much like Jacob Ramsey may be next in the coming 24 hours. So Steve Nixon getting stuff done. So Malick Thiaw, who is he? What's he all about? What kind of player is he? We've done him on Rumour Has It before. Now he's officially a Newcastle United player. I'm buzzing about it. I'm going to tell you exactly why. So before we get into the stats, hence the glasses, I need to read Mark's super duper stats. But Malick Thiaw, 24 years old, for starters, he's 10 years younger than our age in centre-halves. You know, Burn, Cher, brilliant servants for the club, well into their 30s. I think Cher will be 34 this year, so will Dan Burn. Malick Thiaw gives you a contingency plan for the future because these lads aren't getting any younger, you know. And one thing Malick Thiaw has above everything else, before I get into the radars and the stats, is pace. This kid is rapid, he's quick, and that's how teams get at Newcastle United. We conceded so many goals over the last few years with balls over the top, players running past Cher and Burn that, bless them, look like they were running in treacle. Malick Thiaw is quick across 10, 12 yards. He can catch players, and that's going to be a massive asset for Newcastle United this year, certainly in the Champions League as well as the Premier League, which Malick Thiaw has experience for. He played against us at the San Siro in a 0-0 draw. He's had a great interview. I won't get into the the normal media video. I thought we missed all this, and then there was a guy, with pizza shop guy, talking about. I love pizza, so I'm not going to be too critical of that, by the way. But I really don't believe that Malick Thiaw will have free pizza for life if he plays well for Newcastle. Sorry, mate. Sorry to judge your integrity there, Mr. Pizza Man, but I don't believe that. But yeah, these are weird videos. I'm just happy there's a sign. Fuck it, I don't care. I don't care about these weird videos anymore. Whether it's Asif in a pizza shop or fucking Janet in a care home or little Sammy who wags school. I don't give a shit anymore. Just give us players and we've got them, thank God. So Malick Thiaw in said some great stuff. So I think he said there was a coach he worked with or something who's a Newcastle fan and told him to sign for Newcastle, which is really good. He said, I'm now Newcastle United. I love it. You know, apparently we beat Manchester United and Bayern Munich, I think, to his signing as well, which is nice to hear. Newcastle still has some pull, still has some interest in these players. And he's the right age bracket as well for Eddie Howe to make him a better player. He was asked about that in the interview and he answered it really well. He said, I'm a young player. Of course, I can get better. I want to improve. He just seems like a really, really sound, kind of steady guy as well, and a very good footballer as well. So we'll get into his stats now in terms of his strengths as well and what he's good at. So you can see there, he's had 3 caps for Germany. Obviously, the age is massive. He's only 24. You can see consistency in terms of his play. You know, I think he's played over 20 games for Milan for the last 3 seasons. But you can see there he was at Schalke before that, 61 appearances and 3 goals. And then he moved to AC Milan. He's got 85 appearances, 1 goal and 2 assists as well for centre-half. So he's not got Fabi's share numbers in terms of goals, but a very good defender nonetheless. Now, looking at the kind of red, amber, greens, you can see the tackles and the tackles won and interceptions there are in orange and red. Don't panic. He does play for Milan in Serie A, so they do generally attack more than they probably defend. So that's probably why it's a little bit misconstrued. But look at the pass and the pass completion. So he's in the 76th percentile. 4 passes, pass completion 94th percentile, progressive passing 86th percentile. Now, we don't use this site, but I did see a great video from Alice, who talks football. I love Alice. She's such a good content creator. She should be on TV. I think she's absolutely brilliant. And Malick Thiaw actually ranks first for a lot of these things against players of his age bracket, including people like Scalvini as well. So he's really, really a good defender in Serie A. He absolutely is. And you can see from the outcry from the Milan fans, and the kind of local Italian media that Milan are a bit pissed off, and the coaches as well, that he's moved on, because he describes himself as a modern day centre back, and that's how Milan described him as well. You know, he's quick, he's good on the ball, he's good with the ball at his feet as well. He's strong in the air, as you can see there. His aerials one, he's in the 65th percentile, touches 71st percentile. You know, progressive carries 59th percentile. Very seldom makes errors, very seldom dispossessed. You know, and fouls and recoveries He does like a foul now and again, but we'll not hold that against him. But I think we've got a really good player on my hands here. And to get him for about 30 million, 35 million quid in this current market is brilliant, because you're paying 50 million quid for rank average players half the time. So to get a lad who's 24 years old, he's played for Milan, he's played Champions League football, he's played in Milan derbies, he's been capped for Germany 3 times. In Germany, don't make shit defenders, to be fair. That's probably why he can't get more caps. But I think coming to Newcastle, playing under Eddie Howe, improving as a player, hopefully forging a long-term relationship with Sven Botman if we can keep him fit. And if we can keep Botman fit and have Malick Thiaw, that is a great young centre-back pairing that could last us for the next 10 years. That's no disrespect to Fabian Schär, Dan Burn, everything they've done for us. I think Dan Burn will certainly start this weekend, and will Fabian Schär. I don't think Thiaw will go straight into the team, but I think he should be training with his teammates as you're watching this video. So happy days. A player's in, and maybe there's a midfielder to come. And then after that, it's just a $150 million question, isn't it? £150 million question that we all have to answer about what's going on with old Moody Bollocks up front. But this is a great news, positive video. A player's in the door. Another one's about to follow. Just before time as well. Newcastle need bodies in. We need key positions filled. This is a key one. Right-sided centre-half. Some pace finally at the back. I think this is a great move. Let us know what you guys think about Malik Thiaw. Are you happy that he's here? Are you excited? Do you think he'll get into the team a lot quicker than maybe we always Eddie always likes players to be Eddie ready, doesn't he, as well? And he's a big fan of the old guard, isn't he? So it'd be interesting to see how quickly Malik Thiaw does get into this team and whether he stays in this team long term. But buzzing, new signing in the door, guys. Back with another release, hopefully, in the next day or so. Things are heating up in the transfer market. Go on, Stevie Nixon, lad. Get it sorted. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe. See you later. Cheers.
Heroes celebrate. They have done it.